The archaeological site on Kepler 442b had been abandoned for 3,000 years, yet the Obsidian tablet still radiated heat like a dying star. Dr. Katniss Chen stood before it in the crystalline chamber, her environmental suit sensors screaming warnings that should have sent her running. "Ma'am, the temperature readings are off the charts," Johnny Park's voice crackled through her comm. Her research partner monitored her vitals from the safety of their ship, orbiting high above. "That thing is generating enough heat to liquefy lead. Please step back." Katniss didn't move. She couldn't. The tablet hummed with a frequency that resonated in her bones, a sensation she'd felt only once before. As a child, during Earth's first contact with the Velkara. That day, 30 years ago, had changed everything. The aliens had come not as conquerors but as witnesses, sharing technology and warning humanity of dangers lurking in the galactic core. "There's something written on it," she whispered, stepping closer despite Johnny's protests. The symbols weren't Velkara script, nor any of the 18 known alien languages humanity had catalogued. They were older, primal, etched in a style that predated written history by millennia. "Katniss, your suit integrity is dropping. The heat is—" She removed her glove. "What are you doing?" Johnny's voice pitched into panic. "You'll lose your hand." The obsidian surface should have seared her flesh instantly. Instead, the moment her palm made contact, the heat vanished. The tablet's glow dimmed to a soft amber and the humming ceased. In its place came a flood of images, not into her eyes but directly into her mind. She saw Earth young and violent, continents forming and reforming. She saw the first humans not in Africa as the textbooks claimed, but scattered across the stars, seeded by an ancient race whose name translated roughly to the Gardeners. Humanity wasn't native to Earth. They were refugees, survivors of a war that had consumed their original homeworld. The Gardeners had hidden them, scattered them across suitable planets, hoping they'd survive long enough to remember, to reclaim what was lost. "I remember you," Katniss breathed, tears streaming down her face. The tablet wasn't a monument or a warning. It was a key, and she was the lock it had been waiting for. "Katniss, your vitals just spiked. I'm reading neural activity that shouldn't be. Johnny, get down here now." Her voice carried an authority she'd never possessed before. "Bring the quantum scanner and the emergency broadcast array." "What? Why would we?" "Because we need to send a message home. All of humanity needs to know what we really are." 20 minutes later, Johnny stood beside her in the chamber, his dark eyes wide with disbelief as he watched the tablet project holographic star maps into the air. Ancient shipping routes, colonies, resource caches, all abandoned when the Gardeners fell to whatever enemy had destroyed them. "This is impossible," he muttered, running scans. "The data density alone, this tablet contains more information than every library on Earth combined." "It's not just data," Katniss said, still touching the smooth obsidian surface. "It's memories. The Gardeners didn't just leave us information, they left us their legacy. Their technology, their history, their purpose, which was to preserve life, to spread it across the galaxy like seeds on the wind. They didn't create us, Johnny. They saved us. And now—" She pulled her hand away and the projections froze in place. "Now we need to decide what to do with what they left behind." Johnny studied the star maps, his scientific mind racing. Some of these colonies might still be active. Other pockets of humanity, evolved differently, developed independently. Or other species the Gardeners saved. "The Velkara visited us for a reason, Johnny. They recognized something in us. Maybe they were Gardeners too, or another species the Gardeners rescued." The implications sprawled before them like the star maps themselves, infinite, terrifying, magnificent. Humanity wasn't alone. They had never been alone. They were part of something larger, a tapestry woven by beings who had sacrificed everything to ensure life would continue. "The heat," Johnny said suddenly. "It wasn't trying to keep people away. It was a test." Katniss nodded. "Only someone with the genetic markers of the original refugees could safely touch it. The Gardeners encoded the key into our DNA, passed down through generations. They were waiting for us to advance enough to find these sites to reach for the stars again. So what now?" Katniss looked at the tablet one more time, then back at Johnny. In his eyes, she saw the same fire that had driven humanity to survive ice ages, plagues, wars, and finally, to reach beyond their cradle world into the cosmos. "Now we do what humans do best," she said, a fierce smile crossing her face. We survive, we adapt. We honor the gardeners by becoming gardeners ourselves. We take this gift and we make it mean something. Johnny activated the emergency broadcast array, linking it to the tablet systems. Earth will receive this in about 3 hours. The news will spread like wildfire. Good. Katniss placed her hand on the tablet one final time, feeling its warmth. No longer a warning, but a welcome. It's time humanity remembered where we came from, and more importantly, where we're going. The tablet pulsed once more, transferring the final pieces of data into the ship's computers. Coordinates, hundreds of them, scattered across the galaxy like breadcrumbs leading home, not to Earth, but to something greater. As they left the chamber, the Obsidian tablet dimmed completely, its purpose fulfilled after 3 millennia of waiting. Behind them, in the darkness, a single word glowed briefly in ancient script before fading forever. Welcome back.